Okay. There we go. So I learned something. Don't have my encoder as the CPU, because that's a bad thing. Yeah, so I'm back. Sorry for the short stream earlier. It's not really a stream though. It's just I started it and then I ended it because I wanted to fix something on the encoder side. But what I did was I switched it back to my GPU, and I also looked up how to make sure that OBS would run better. So I've also adjusted a few things there. So for starters, you might notice that it's running at 30 FPS instead of 60. Yeah, that's one thing that I had to do. So it may not be very pretty, but I assure you that whenever I get that new PC, it'll be a much different story because it'll be upgraded. Well, I'll upgrade it soon after I get it though, but you know what I mean. Anyway, how about we start with going to Google Earth. And I think what I did actually did work out. But again, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. What am I doing? I need to turn on my fan. Yeah, so yeah, for me, this is running at, well, technically 165 hertz, because that's how fast my monitor is running at. But for y'all, it's going to be at 30. So, again, I know it's not, perfect. It's not going to be, like, the most amazing thing of all time. But it's okay. Because, I might go back to 60 FPS, but at the same time, what I did was I looked up stuff that I would need to do in order to, make sure that OBS is running properly without any issues, and so far it's running alright. It's not having any, problems or anything. But we're going to be looking at some malls, and not just the ones in Texas, but the ones outside of Texas. Yeah, so starting off, we have South Lake Town Square, which is actually a shopping center and not a full-on shopping mall, as you can see right there. So you're probably looking at the title of the stream and thinking, dead malls? What the heck is a dead mall? So, a dead mall, in definition, a dead mall, otherwise known as a ghost mall, zombie mall, or an abandoned mall, is a shopping mall with a high vacancy rate or low consumer traffic level. So, in other words, think of it sort of like, well, in layman's terms, it just basically means a mall that has not very many stores. So that's what they mean by a vacancy rate, is the amount of vacancies that are within the mall. So the amount of spaces that are up for offers so someone can have a store up there. But when it says a high vacancy rate, that means that there's not many stores inside the mall, and low consumer traffic just means that there's not many people visiting the mall. So that's what they mean by a dead mall. Now, something that's actually kind of cool is, well, dead malls are technically liminal spaces. So something that's actually really cool is that there's actually a bunch of notable dead malls. Now, we're not just going to be looking at dead malls, we're also going to be looking at malls in general. Because something that I've noticed on Google is that there will be malls around the US, particularly in Texas, that will have photospheres in them on Google Earth. Now, if you don't know what a photosphere is, well, basically what it is that um, it's a little spot that you could click on whenever you have Street View enabled. And you could click on it whenever you have Street View turned on. And it's these little blue dots that you could click on. So, for example, let me go to Northeast Mall here, which I know it doesn't have very many liminal spaces, but and another thing, Northeast Mall is not a dead mall, it's very much thriving. But that's what a photosphere is, though. But as you can see, this is not a liminal space, but I'm going to be looking for things that do have a liminal look and feel. Now, another thing to address is the misconception of what a liminal space is. A lot of people think that liminal spaces just revolve around nostalgia, you know, like, oh, I really remember this. This reminds me of this. Liminal spaces are not directly tied to nostalgia. You may feel nostalgic for a photo that is of a empty space, which would be considered a liminal space, but not all liminal space photographs have to be nostalgic. In essence, a liminal space picture is just simply a picture of a place that would normally have people moving around in them, and once you remove that bit of context, it becomes a liminal space because it's frozen in time, and it just looks like something that doesn't quite belong, you know? Anyway. Next up is Grapevine Mills. Oh, that looks cool. There's an abundance of photospheres here. I said there's an abundance of photospheres here. Thank you. This one is from Manuel Arciniga, I think. I hope I pronounced that right. But in essence, a liminal space would be like you're looking at this, but you remove the people from the background, you know? Also, if I sound stuffy, I'm not sick. Don't worry, it's just allergies. Because, you know, allergies suck. And, yeah. Ooh, sweet. Numbers are lower. Oh, god damn it. Yay, another... I assume this is a porn bot on Twitter. Yeah, Anyway, if you're wondering about why I said the numbers are getting lower, it's because, as you might have guessed, because of those new subvariants, there's a spike in cases. But, I checked for my area's case numbers, and it's gone down quite a lot, because yesterday was like 500 something, and now it was like 400 something, I think. So that's encouraging. But like I was saying, basically a liminal space in essence would be a photo that would be of a thing like a hallway or a mall or a stairwell or anything like that. A place that you would normally see people moving in and out of. So in essence, okay, so I'm talking specifically about areas that you're looking at that would normally have people moving, from one place to another. Hence the name liminal. Because liminal is derived from the Latin word limen, Limen, meaning a transitional threshold. So, think of it sort of like a hallway. You have one end of a hallway, you have the other end of the hallway, bam, that's your liminal space. Now, when you think of a hallway, you typically think of it as people moving to and fro, like these people here. Now, I want you to take that same principle, but remove the context of the people inside there. That is what a liminal space is. So, yeah, that's literally what a liminal space is. So, just know that even though the photos I'll be looking at may have people in them, I want you to imagine it without the people. I'm not I'm not trying to make some kind of morbid, comments about, doing unjust acts. But what I am saying is that, like, just imagine this same photograph, but there's no people. Like, it's late night or something like that, and people are not around because, they've likely gone home or something. So yeah. By the way, you'll be seeing this guy a lot, especially in Texas. Right? I think the guy's from Texas, but yeah. So um, again, just know that not all of these will be actual liminal spaces. Because, like I said, a liminal space in essence would be just any kind of location that would normally have people bustling around, moving around and stuff. Um, Alright, let's see, I haven't dropped any frames yet. Or disconnected. Anyway, yeah, let's look around some more. Because I like to be thorough with this kind of stuff, so I don't expect it to be, like, absolutely 100% perfect when it comes to, looking for liminal spaces, but again, I want you to imagine what you're looking at, but without the context of all the crowds of people there. And that would be what your liminal space would be, is just, that same place, but it's all empty. Like, you'll still see the stuff like the tables and the restaurants and stuff, and maybe even the power would still be on, but it's just the signs of life in the photo that be gone. And that's what makes a liminal space, that's where the space part comes from, is that it just feels like an empty space, basically. Yeah, sorry about that. um, yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is a liminal space photo, like, I know that not all of the ones that I'll be trying to look at are going to be true liminal spaces, because obviously a lot of them will have people in them. But I'm just trying to remind you that just think of it in the same. I'm gonna need to get some water because my throat's dry. A little thirsty, you know. Yeah. All right. One moment. I think my phone went off. There we go. Hydration replenished. All right. Anyway, what I was trying to say is just know that I am aware that I won't find true liminal spaces in these photospheres, but uh it will happen eventually. Like I have seen some liminal space photos. Um and also just know that not all of the things I'll be seeing will be malls. But one thing in particular, and this is the other part of the title, the old memories thing, you're going to be seeing it very shortly. Because the thing we're on right now is Grapevine Mills. I have never been to Grapevine Mills, by the way. At least I don't think. Right. Um, yeah, so this is Grapevine Mills. I don't think I've ever been to Grapevine Mills. Uh, oh wait, never mind. I have been here before. Because I remember going to a mall and they had an aquarium. And I think I saw a movie that same day. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I have been here before. So I guess this is an old memory, but I just didn't realize it right away until I actually looked at the Wikipedia. Never mind, now I definitely do remember because this right here is Sea Life, I think. That's the place we went to. I don't remember how old I was exactly, but I do vaguely remember going there. But anyway, next place we're going to is Irving Mall. By the way, this place right here, I believe I showed it off. Yeah. Um, Believe it or not, in my old city, that was our mall. The last time I went there was a couple of years ago with my mamaw, but it wasn't for very long. This is the Irving Mall at a Sky Zone trampoline park. It's actually kind of funny. We actually have a trampoline park near where we live. Oh. Okay. Oh, what the? Yeah. I want to say this is a Think Geek store, but I don't know. Maybe? But I'm not sure. I mean, it could be. Maybe. Hey, AMC, and oh, well, look at that. So, okay, there are a few people here, but so when you think of a liminal space, think of it sort of like a place that you would use to go from point A to point B, but imagine it without any other people except you. So it just feels lonely and desolate and frozen in time. That's the whole point of a liminal space, is that it feels like an empty, frozen space. Not frozen in the literal sense where it's like frozen in ice. I mean frozen figuratively. Like, is frozen in time is what it feels like, because it feels like something that you shouldn't be seeing. Like, I don't mean that in a way that's threatening or evil sounding or anything like that. What I mean is that a liminal space is typically something that, in your eyes, you're not really meant to see it that way, because you would typically see it in another way. So, like, when you're walking down hallways like this in the mall, you would typically see other people. So, yeah, there's that. Next we're gonna go to Galleria Dallas. That's a very popular place, I think. Whoa! No one told me this mall had a giant building. What the hey? Okay, so... Oh, that is pretty! Okay, so this is what the Galleria looks like, by the way. I've never been here before, personally. but it looks very, very beautiful. But we're looking for other photos. Can I not yawn, please? I mean, then again, I did stay up until 1. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. I am fairly positive that I don't really see any other signs of life. I see people down there, but I'm talking about here. I don't see anybody out here. I do see someone right here. The camera is propped up on something. I think it's the metal railing. Yeah. But this is exactly what you would think of whenever you think of a liminal space, is right. Yeah, this is literally what a liminal space would be. It's just this same exact thing, but normally you would see people moving around. But in this instance, there's not really anyone here. You have this guy, and you have the people down here, but that's about it. Like, you don't see anybody else here. That's exactly what a liminal space would be. Now we're gonna go to Arlington Highlands. Off to a strong start, considering we're seeing a place called Bone Jenny's. Oh, I thought it was an actual mall, not a shopping complex. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go to the first old memory, aside from Northeast Mall, which I have the most memories out of because I've been there the most. This place right here, I kid you not, I've been there once, but I remember it vividly, and I'll get to why that is. Ridgemar Mall. So, here's a fun fact about me. When I was really, really, really little, and I was in the preschool building for mild daycare, and I was also in there for kindergarten and I think first grade, I forgot. But, what had happened was, on certain weekends, my mom would pick me up and I would go over to her house in Ridgemar. It was, the Ridgemar Apartments, I think. And, there was one time in particular where we went to Ridgemar Mall. Or it might have been more than once that we went, but it could have been just once. I don't know. Anyway, so you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, Ridgemar Mall. What makes it so special for you? So, there was a game that I played when I was growing up on a PC. It wasn't when it, like, oh my gosh. Long days do not do it for me. I was trying to say that, the PC that I had was a, old compact Ugh. Ugh. My God. I think I know why I keep yawning and I feel tired. I went to sleep at 1 in the morning. I did, like, bear in mind, like, some nights I'll stay up late and I'll be on my phone sometimes just looking online and stuff. But other times it'll just be that time that I go to sleep. It'll happen to be 1. I woke up at 7:12, I believe. Meaning I got 6 whole hours of sleep. I am a very stupid person. Anyway, so anyway, um why we went here was we were just looking at the stores, and one of the stores we went in, I forgot what the store was, but it had PC games. And bear in mind at that time I didn't have a PC yet, but whenever I got a little bit older I did have one. But I was still a little kid, so I didn't know about gaming PCs at all. Like, I always thought PCs were just computers, you know. But, you know, now I've grown up and now I know much more about it. But when me and my mom and her boyfriend were all in that store, my mom saw something that caught her and my eye at the same time. And I'm about to show you what that is, actually. I need to stop saying actually so much. Yeah, so, that is not what I meant. Okay, so I was trying to see the. Okay, so what I was trying to show is that it was a double pack of games. So it had Toy Story 2 and it had Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. And so my mom ended up getting that game for me. And of course, when you're a little kid and you play that kind of stuff, you don't really know what you're doing. So naturally, I sucked ass at the game. But as I grew up more and more, I learned more about how to beat certain levels and stuff. But that was the one thing I remember from that mall, is getting that double pack. It was awesome. Um, Right. Anyway, so that's the thing I remember from Ridgemar Mall, but how about we actually get to looking at stuff, shall we? There's not many photospheres, but I can tell that, yes, there's a Russell Rogers thing. And we also have a very nice looking liminal space photo on both sides. Yeah, so There's that. There's another photosphere over here, which does have people on both ends. Actually, all three. Yeah. Okay. If you're in a creaking, that's just my chair. Don't worry. Anyway, let's try this. I think we already did that though. Yes. Wait, no. No, we didn't. Wait. Is this Hot Topic? I feel like this is Hot Topic. It is... I don't know. I mean, it could very well be Hot Topic, but I don't know. Because I think Hot Topic just has like emo, gothy sort of stuff. I don't know for sure though. I could be wrong. Anyway, how about we look for another mall? Perhaps the most famous one of all in terms of liminal space photographs. Oh. I think it's this one, isn't it? Maybe. Oh wait, no. It's not. It's this one. This right here is perhaps the most popular liminal space photograph in the world. Why? Well, let's just say that it has perhaps the most famous liminal space image of all time. And you are about to see it. Feast your eyes on this! You see it? Yeah, you might recognize that, huh? It's because, my friends, that right there is quite literally Yep, that's right. What you're seeing right here is quite literally the same exact thing. No joke. And in case you're wondering about why that's even there, yeah. So, just like it shows on this photo right here, it is behind those gates. But I've always wondered about... Oh, wait. Oh, what? No way. So that actually used to be a store, obviously. I just didn't know what kind of store it was. That's actually really cool. Um, yes, that is me. Okay. What do I need to? I'm definitely not into this. I don't know why Reddit's asking me, hey, are you into crypto? No, I'm not into crypto. Or One Piece. I am into memes. Gaming. Um. Uh. Huh. I am into space and tech. Nature, definitely. Um. Here we go. No thanks. Hey, can I trade something in with that 37 karma? No? Okay, I guess I'm screwed. Huh? Ow! Wow, that was. Oh my gosh. So what happened there was I moved my foot, and because of how long my charging cable is for my phone, uh, the charging cable got caught between one of my toes. It accidentally yanked the. I got disconnected for no reason. I don't know why. Can that stop, please? Anyway, so. I'm still live, right? Yes, I'm still live. Sorry about the cutout, by the way. Bloop. Also, can my nose not be clogged up? Oh my god. Seriously. I what what is the air quality, by the way? Okay. I know about the heat warning. Um Actually, I could just look it up on my phone. What am I doing? What am I doing? Because lately the air quality has been, not good. It's been moderate. And the thing is, I don't suffer from breathing problems, but one thing is that whenever I yawn, like, okay, so this is something that could probably happen with pretty much anyone, but, nose get stuffy when I yawn. Why does my nose get blocked when I yawn? Yawning often increases the secretion of tears because of muscular tension on the glands, which may simultaneously dam up the drainage system. The result can be that the film builds up into a small waterfall of tears. Yeah. So basically, it's because of sinuses. That's why. But the fact that that's even a thing, that your nose gets clogged up anytime you yawn. Why? I guess we could look at that. Oh. Say thing. Wait. Wait, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I guess what the person was doing for those photos is taking a picture of what the room and the things look like. Anyway, next thing we're going to look at is something a bit different. So, bear with me, because, it's going to be interesting. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? Oh. Okay. Can I just say that I don't like how this happens? Where, like, you see me clicking on this, and you would think that it would just, reposition and reset to its default position, right? It doesn't. I don't know why, but it doesn't. It's irritating. Okay. Anyway, how about we look for some more limb space photos? Yeah. Oh, wait. What the? Were those there before? I don't remember those being there. I mean, it could just be because of the fact. Oh. Oh, right! Man, I haven't been walking in weeks, so I completely forgot there was a pet hospital over here. Yeah. No joke, it's been so hot that I've declined to go walking until it gets cooler, which it's gonna take a while, trust me, but yeah. Anyway, you ready to see something that looks out of place? So, what I'm gonna show you is what Walmart looks like as of right here. So we have the modern day Walmart logo, we have all these cars and all this other stuff. We're gonna... Oh, what the... What? Okay. Okay. So, this was actually first taken... Yeah, it's 2021. So, it was whenever the thing was still going on, but, you know, it was starting to become less and less of an issue, even though it's still very much an issue. God damn it. Okay, so you see this is, you know, your modern day Walmart and everything. Seems normal, right? Wanna know what isn't normal? So, get this. It's been so long since Walmart has ever had a photo that was taken from all the way back there. You know? I kid you not. This right here was... Okay, it says 2022. That does not look like 2022. You can still see the always sign there. You can still see the old Walmart logo before they did the sparky looking star thing, you know. And then we go back over here and we have, yeah, that. Yup, that's right. What you were looking at right now is time travel with a Google car. I'm not even joking. Here's a better quality photo of what I was talking about. You have all this stuff, and look at that. Same thing. Then you move over here, and well, that looks different. Let's compare photos, shall we? We have a photo from, I don't know, because, okay, so Walmart logo. What I'm about to show you is the history of the Walmart logo. This is literally from, you know, the history of Walmart. So this is the original Walmart logo right here, 1962. This is Walmart's logo from 64 to 81. 68 to 91. And this was like an alternative logo. This was from 81 to 92. Then we have the logo that I kind of grew up with. I say kind of because I first saw this logo when I was a baby. And up until 2008, that was their logo. From 2008 onward was this one. I'm not saying I hate this logo, but I missed this one. So seeing this again, just the Walmart star in the middle, not that sparky looking thing right here. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, they call it the spark, a sunburst. But don't get me wrong, I do like the logo that they currently use, but a part of me really, really misses the old logo, partially because that's what I grew up with for part of my life. So, yeah. And to add further insult to injury about how they drastically transformed this place, change that, and hold on. That's how it looked beforehand, just low prices, food center, and they had the always thing right there. And quite literally, like, okay, so I should mention there's no photospheres of Walmart, at least as far as I'm able to gather. But if you were to walk into this Walmart right this second, I swear to you, you would most likely still be able to see, I don't know what it's called whenever there's been a sign somewhere for so long and then they remove the sign and you see like that sort of, it's sort of like a shadow that it leaves behind. Hold on. One sec. Okay, that's not what I mean, but so like what I mean is okay, so if you don't know what I mean, basically, so have you ever been familiar with the store? Like you've been going there for years, and then one day the store closes and they remove the sign that's above the store, and it's like this outline that it leaves behind. Okay. Again, this is not what I meant. But like, okay, so to give you a better explanation of what I mean, so I'm gonna take you over to here, and I'm gonna go to right here, where you'll be able to see where my old GameStop used to be. This is exactly what I mean right here, is that you'll see a sort of box-shaped, sort of imprint, sort of. I don't know what exactly to call it, but this is where my old GameStop used to be. Nowadays, it is a men's healthcare clinic, simply called Total. I think it's called Total Men's Healthcare Clinic. I think. I don't remember exactly. Oh, Total Men's Primary Care. Um, but what had happened was that used to be where a GameStop was. In fact, if I show it off, I might be able to show you that it used to be a GameStop. Yeah, right there, see? But whenever that GameStop closed and they removed the sign, which by the way was very emotional for me. Like I didn't start crying like a baby, but it was pretty emotional for me because I loved going there and meeting up with the people I had come to become friends with. So whenever I saw the again, not what I meant. So what I mean is that thing that happens whenever there's been a sign that's been there for so long, then you remove it, and then it has that sort of like box-like shape that's around it. Yeah, wait. Huh? Okay. Wait. Huh? Are they getting another dancing place there? Or is that like already been there? Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm trying to see that place, you know. Because, I know that the, place right here. Hold on. So, is that like a dancing place now? Because that's confusing. Since I haven't been out here lately, oh. Okay. Yeah, so, anyway, going back to our, little adventures. Actually, you know what? Hold on. So, this place right here. I haven't been here very much, but let's just say there were lots of photos that would be liminal spacey. So there's someone right there, but what I'm talking about is inside the actual building. Oops, I said inside the actual building. There we go. So, look at this. We have liminal space. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, this right here is literally liminal space material. Alright? Now, I know there's people over there, you know, but that's okay. Again, people over here. I assume it's like a church group or something. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of forgot. But, here's something that's kind of sad about this place. This place right here, which by the way went under the name Mount Asia. Okay, can you not? Okay. What? Okay, we're good. Nontasia Inner H. Wait, what the? What? Hold on. Hold on. I thought this place sold. I thought this place was up for sale. Isn't it? This place was reported permanently closed. Okay. What does Yelp say? Claimed. Wait, what? Newest first. Okay then. No, I don't want to sign into Yelp. Why would I want to do that? Oh. Okay. Wait, hold on. Does that mean... Hold on. MB2. It's not what I meant. But seriously though, I could have sworn. Yeah, like what? Hold on. Hold on, what? Hold on. Okay. I like how it shows the California location, but wait, does this therefore mean that, yeah, it was offered for sale, but, hold on. Ugh. Okay, never mind. I could have sworn this place was permanently closed. Because that's the last thing I heard about it. See, it even said right here, which I get that this photo is from a while back. But even still. Because here's the thing. The last time I ever saw this place was literally on my way home. On my way home with my papa. Because over a month ago, me and Papa went to Colorado because we had to move stuff to a storage unit. And on our way back home, we had to bring the van that we used back to U-Haul. And I believe we drove down this road and we saw this place. It was the very end of May, too. So, yeah. But it's really, really interesting now that I think about it. Because I literally could have sworn... Wait, what? I like how this is considered a water park. Even though it's part of inner H2O. Wait, hold on. Are there any photospheres here? Yes, there are. Quite a few, actually. What is this? Dr. Dung... I don't know. Oh, it's the person who owns the eye care place. Now I know. Now I know. This looks to be a residency right here. A, apartment complex, if you will. Oh. Ooh! That is beautiful! Wait, hold on. What? Okay. Okay. Hey, there's my old high school. There's no photospheres there, by the way. Don't worry. And again, I don't know why people will be worried. Oh. Oh. I've been getting a lot of friends on Facebook lately. Okay, oh, this. I've been here before. Wilfred Dobson. Oh. 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 This is actually really nice. Very wholesome. Alright, I think that's the only photosphere, though. Wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. I forgot I had the thing looking north. Oh, there is a photosphere! What? Okay, I didn't know there was a photosphere. Blake Aubrey. Ooh! Dude! What? No way! Oh, that is sick. Okay. First of all, this looks straight out of, like, an older video game. Because, like, the image quality... So, I should say this is obviously from a drone. But, wow. Oh my gosh. First of all, holy crap. The amount of nostalgia that I'm feeling from this is astounding. Also, that is a lot of burnouts over there. Second of all, I should say this real quick. This part of the building right here for the school was not here when I was in high school. They were working on it by the time I was about to be out of high school, but it wasn't finished by the time we were done. So I wasn't able to see the inside of this by the time we moved. But I will say this. I will say this. I will never forget the good times I had there. Well, yeah, you can argue that high school is also kind of a tough situation sometimes. For the most part, I had a pretty good time, right? But yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and wrap this up with one last thing. One last little thing. I want to show you guys something that I believe I should owe a little treat for. So, for a bit of context about this one last thing. Oh, wow, voice crack. So, the place I'm about to show you holds a very special place in my heart. The reason being is because I used to go here as a child for summer camp. And as it turns out, this month was actually my 15th anniversary of going there back in 2007. So, I figured it'd be nice to show y'all what it is. I should mention it was a church camp, but that shouldn't really detract from the experience. Because yes, I am a Christian, but I'm not one of those hardcore Christian people who are like, I don't believe in this and blah, 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 blah. I'm just a casual Christian. But what you're about to see right here is a taste of what it was like. Now, this right here was actually from the Christmas train stuff they did, but this right here, everyone, is a little summer camp that was originally called Dry Gulch back in the day. It was called Dry Gulch from whenever it first opened all the way to, I want to say 2016 or 2017, I forget. Dry Gulch, USA. So, yeah. It is still technically Dry Gulch, USA in terms of like what it looks like, but it's not Dry Gulch anymore by name. Instead, what you're looking at is a place that growing up went under a different name, and yeah. So it first It first opened in 1986. So quite literally last year. It's been around. Anyway, that means that as of this year, it's been operating for a full 80. Why am I messing up on basic human speech? I already know what I'm about to say. I was about to say 86 years, but I was trying to say 36. But I think it's just because I was thinking about the year it opened up. But it says here, overview, the New Life Ranch Frontier Cove facility, originally named Dry Gulch, USA, was founded by Church on the Move senior pastor Willie George in 1986. At this time, he was producing the Gospel Bill Show, a Christian values-based television show that used the Western-themed town on the property as a set. Apart from religious services, camp activities include traditional ones such as basketball, obstacle courses, swimming, canoeing, and inner tube riding, and non-traditional ones such as carousel rides, bumper cars, and go-karts. I loved the go-karts. Those were fun. Those were awesome. Yeah. So, not only that, but as I showed off right here. So, as I said before, this image was taken during one of their Christmas train events that they had going on, at the holiday season. So it says here, the New Life Ranch Frontier Cove property, when it was owned by Church on the Move, had the Christmas train, aka the Dry Gulch and Silver City Railroad. A 3-foot, otherwise stated as 914 millimeter narrow gauge heritage railroad that opened in 1996. Literally the year before I was born, by the way, which utilized genuine steam locomotives and ran during the weeks leading up to Christmas. Each year, the Christmas train entertained over 50,000 visitors. It was discontinued after the 2016 season. The Christmas train had 3 propane-fired steam locomotives, 2 of which are historic. Their details are listed in the table below. So, the first one was number 7, and the wheel arrangement is 040. By the way, I'm not into trains, but I'm just reading all the info to learn a little bit about it. So the very first thing, the very first train they had was from 1942, from H.K. Porter Inc., which, oh, cool, company's still around. The train that they got after that was one from 1928, same wheel arrangement, and by the same company. And the final one they had, which was 552, was built in 1974 by Crown Metal Products. Wait, what happened to them? Oh. But basically, we're talking about actual, like, historic trains. Like, 2 of them were historic, and one of them was more modern, I guess, but it was still old. But not only was that train running during the holiday season, they ran it during the summer vacation. Note to self, slow down when talking, because I'm excited about talking about this, but at the same time, sometimes whenever I'm talking about something, my brain tends to like, have you ever had those times where you'll be talking about something and you've already thought about what you're going to say, and then you start saying it, and then like halfway through, your brain just shuts off on you, and you're just like that. But basically what I'm trying to say is during the summer camp sessions they had throughout the summer, they would actually have that train running on certain nights. And from what I remember, the first few times when I went there, which I went a total of 6 times from 2004 to 2009, from what I could counted. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. From what I was able to count, is what I was trying to say. So the first few times I went, it was actually the middle of our visit, so it was actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was a Wednesday when we did it, because, when I first started going there, we left on a Sunday, I believe, and, so it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I think it was like Wednesday or Tuesday when we did that. I don't remember exactly. But on the later visits that I went, it would actually end up being the first night. And it was really fun because, bear in mind, we didn't have anything to eat or drink on there, but it was nighttime anyway. But it was really fun regardless, because some parts during the ride we would actually get shot at by water guns, and it was really fun. Yes, I didn't mind that. It was fun. But the thing that you're looking at right now, this building, is actually the mess hall. Then over here, this building right here was the chapel, which is where we had praise and worship service, and we would have our lessons in the mornings and evenings. Some of these buildings are actually the dorms. One of these was a dorm. But, during Christmas train events, they would actually have it rearranged to where it would have desks and stuff. But basically during the summertime, the signs would be changed to be different, but they would have these corresponding little signs on the doors that would say whether or not it's a boys' cabin or a girls' cabin. Obviously, I would go to the boys. Obviously. Not only that, but as it said on the Wikipedia, I'm pretty sure it still says this. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it seems like people still really like this place all these years later. Hold on. I'm pretty sure they should have. I can't believe I meant to click on this, because, I don't know. Actually, why am I saying that? I'm just trying to see if there's anything changed about it. I'm not registering, by the way. I'm just looking about like the okay. Tubing, archery, and hatchet throwing. I don't remember that. Wait, game rooms. Oh, right, the arcade. I remember that, the arcade. Yeah. Yeah, they had the arcade. But the thing that I also remember, believe it or not, was actually the I guess you could call them theme songs from the camp, because every single year they would have a specific song that they would sing as the first song you would hear in praise and worship. Let's see. 2004, which was the first year I went, was Ask Me I Know. I forgot what the other themes were. 2007 was Paid in Full. 2008 was Jesus on My Journey, and then finally 2009 was I forgot what the song was for that year, but I vaguely remember how the song sounded. It was like I don't really remember much of the lyrics except for "You're not a spaceman, you're not an alien, you're not make-believe." I don't remember all the lyrics, but I do remember the good times I had here. Something else I remember, aside from the voice cracks, apparently. So, oh. Okay. So, one last thing I'm going to show is sort of a general path that we would follow. So, I'm also going to show you where my old church was that I used to go to. Wait. Hold on. Where's the thing? Okay, there it is. Oh, never mind. There. Okay, so we go down Precinct Line, and here it is. So this was actually the church I used to go to. Back whenever I was a kid, it went under a different name, but it used to be called Word of Love Christian Center. And what would happen is on the day that we would go to summer camp, the first thing I would see whenever me and my papa pulled up to the church would be the buses. Yeah, that's right. And you're probably thinking, oh, it's probably just those dinky looking school buses, right? They were charter buses, and we actually watched movies on them. Yeah, that's right. We saw movies on our way to church, camp, church camp, camp church, cramp. But yeah, in all seriousness, we had buses, charter buses actually, and we would have we would have an assortment of movies and cartoons that we would watch. One of those actually being Looney Tunes, which I watched with my mom when I was little, so that really put a smile on my face because I loved that show growing up. But what would happen is at first the buses would be parked kind of out of the way to allow people to park their cars and stuff. And eventually the buses would actually pull around and they would have the cargo bay doors open where we could put all our luggage into the bus, like into that little cargo bay. And what we would do shortly before leaving is we would have a prayer, we would have a circle of prayer to, basically bless us with safety on our trip. And after that, we would say our goodbyes and, say we'll see y'all soon. And then we would get onto the bus, wave goodbye one last time, go out here, and here we go. So we would follow this road all the way until, not here, but we would have to stop here, obviously, because, stoplight. But eventually, we would go here, and then we would turn onto the highway here. And we would keep following this. I'm going to zoom out. And it would lead all the way until we would... Pretty sure this is Durant. Yeah. So we would go all the way up until we got to, yeah, so we would get onto the highway here, then, oh wait, no, we go this way, then we would, I do remember us going on to George Bush Turnpike, I think. Maybe. But, we'd be on the highway, we'd travel, and, yeah, we'd keep going this way, and we'd keep going this way till we got to here. And we keep going. Oh wait, no. I think I remember now. We had to pass through yeah, right here. We would have to go onto the George Bush Turnpike, and we would get off here, and then we would take the turn to here, go onto this road, and eventually, after a long time of driving, Luckily, these buses had a lot of mileage, which is good. But eventually, we get through here and here and here. And then eventually, we would go into Oklahoma. And yes, I will show you what the bridge looked like. I'm pretty sure I could do that, right? Yes. We would cross over this bridge. And now obviously the signs and stuff looked way different and all that stuff. But the thing is, though, after we crossed into Oklahoma, we would get to go to, wait, trying to see it. Oh, right, we would go to Durant. Because we would stop at a McDonald's, which, by the way, is actually right here. So we would get off the highway, right over here, and we would turn over here. Now, speaking of McDonald's, I'm going to show you a fairly depressing thing. If y'all have ever wanted to see what the very definition of midlife depression would be, look no further than McDonald's before and after. Look at that, it's all bright and cheery, although the photos seem better days. Oh yeah, there we go. Got photos here. Look at that. That's what the McDonald's used to look like. And what would happen is, and I vividly remember this, but there would be parking spaces that would be taken up by the buses over here. I'm pretty sure they did allow that, because I'm pretty sure they called ahead and let them know that, hey, at some point we're going to have a whole bunch of kids eating McDonald's for lunch. Yes, really. I wasn't fat back in the day, don't worry. But I remember... Okay, so this was something of a tradition of mine whenever I did this, but, oh, hold on. Okay, anyway, so, I had to message my friend and let them know that I was going to be getting onto my headset in a little while. But after we ate... Oh, right, I was going to talk about that tradition thing. So, what I would do at McDonald's whenever I went on this summer camp trip was, on the day that we went to the camp, I would always get a M&M McFlurry, and it would be representative of my overall excitement, because, you know, when you think of when you think of, you know, M&Ms and you see all the colors, you think of, like, bright, cheery cheerfulness and, you know, feeling all happy and giddy and all that stuff. And that's exactly why I got it, is because it would represent my mood, you know, me being excited to go to summer camp. But what about the day that we had to go home? Because of how much fun I had over at that summer camp, I would always get the Oreo McFlurry to show that I was sad about having to come home. Well, I should say that I wasn't sad, like, I should say that I don't mean that, like, I wish I lived at the camp, because that'd be really freaking weird. But what I mean is that, it would represent me missing the place and, you know, being sad that we had to leave already. So it's not like I was sad, like, I don't want to go, because I knew I had to go home, because, you know, I don't think my folks would take too kindly to me staying over at a summer camp like for the rest of my life. But yeah, we ate here, and I think we ate at a different McDonald's on the way home. I don't remember where exactly. But anyway, then after we were done, we would go back onto the highway. So we would exit from here. We'd go back onto here, exit onto here, and then, yeah. So that right there is the exit that would take you to the road, and this would take you onto this, which would lead you back onto the highway. And eventually, after you follow it enough, you would eventually get through Cato. I don't know how to pronounce that. I also don't know why I keep having voice cracks. Seriously, I'm 25 years old and I don't know why I'm having voice cracks. We would go through Atoka. Hold on. I'm trying to find where Pryor is. Oh, right. So we'd go through that. We would go through Muskogee. And then eventually... okay. Yeah, we'd go through there. And then... yeah. We would go through here and here. And then we'd go past Pryor. And then, not this, but this part of the road, we would see the Dry Gulch sign. And it was a final 8.5 mile drive that would take us ultimately to our destination. Because of the fact that I'm pretty sure we left the church at 9 a.m., we got there at most likely 4 p.m., so it was already around dinner time at that point. So not long after we got there, it'd be dinner time. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed that. I know that we didn't really show too many malls. I don't want to show everything at once, but I will go back to those every once in a while. And again, I'm very sorry for the absence from the Liminal Adventures series. It's just, I've been so busy with other stuff. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching, if you have watched. And if you've enjoyed this, please be sure to like, comment, maybe subscribe if you'd like to, but you don't necessarily have to, but it's certainly appreciated. But in any case, thank you all very much for watching and for supporting the Fur Plays YouTube channel, as always. And, yeah.